Hey guys, you got Crave here with a quick look at the Pulsar's ParaControl XL and XXL mousepads. Well, I started off with the XL, which I really had a great experience with, but I've always been curious about these really large pads. I mean, my wife has something from Logitech for her work setup, and my son has something from Ducky as well for his own setup. It certainly adds to the overall look and feel of your peripherals or desktop. So because of the good experience I had with the Pulsar XL version, I went ahead and purchased the XXL version, and now I can understand what I've been missing by not going for the larger pads, even with the first hybrid pad I tried out, which is the Razer Strider. I mean, I really wish I had started on these big ones earlier on. For the two Pulsar pads I have right now, one measures 90 by 40 cm, that's for the XXL version, and the XL version measures 40.5 cm by 45.5. I also went with the blue color just to change things up a bit, and partially because I thought it looked pretty neat. Whether it's the XL or the larger version, both hybrid ParaControl pads have a very premium feel to them. Pulsar did a great job in making sure the pads don't feel cheap or give the impression that they will wear out very quickly. When compared to my previous Razer Strider or Endgame's MPC stuff, this pad has a much smoother feel. I did like the Strider, but these Pulsar pads have a better feel to them without necessarily being too smooth as to maybe overshoot when you're in intense swiping sessions. Basically, the comfort level is much better compared to the Strider. Now, in terms of the design from the top view, I do prefer Endgame style, as you can see the branding, but it's not too out there or out of place. Pulsar's isn't so bad, but Endgame really did it better. In terms of the edges, they're also better done compared to Razer's, as it doesn't appear, at least it doesn't appear, that it will fray as much early on. I mean, eventually all these pads will wear out and look old, but I think this one will last a bit longer. Also, like the Strider and the MPC, the part isn't bothersome, these edges to the underside of your forearm, so in that regard, I think that hybrid pad makers have pretty much got that area down to pat. The underside of the ParaControl is grippy like Endgames and Razer, so that's good. There's no fear of either the XL or XXL moving around while you're in pretty intense situations. If I were to nitpick in terms of the design, I think Razer's Strider is much better. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it is something you notice when you open up the box for any mousepad for the first time. And in terms of performance, I'm very happy to report that either pad, XL or XXL version, and for the average gamer, it will fit well whether you're into games like Call of Duty or some other title that requires frequent movements or maybe swipes, but is ready for quick stops. Only time will tell whether the pad wears out your mouse gates. So, like I said, a quick look at Pulsar's ParaControl XL and XXL mouse mats. I really like the feel of these pads from Pulsar. It feels great to move your mouse around, and it feels better for your forearms. Again, it also gives you a good response when you have to stop your mouse movement mid-swipe. Thanks for checking this out, guys. Talk to you soon.